Thank you for your interest in our poster on implementing and evaluating the Driving and Dementia Roadmap during the COVID pandemic. To address the gap in evidence-based interventions and resources to support people with dementia and their family carers through the challenging process of driving cessation, our team developed a web-based educational resource called the Driving and Dementia Roadmap, which I will refer to as the DDR during the remainder of this presentation. The DDR is a curated collection of information, resources, and tools, such as videos and worksheets, with guided access to specific content and unique portals for people with dementia and family and friend carers. During the time of the COVID pandemic, we conducted an implementation evaluation of the DDR to explore its delivery, acceptability, preliminary benefits, and limitations. The DDR was delivered to Alzheimer's Society clients by Alzheimer's Society staff from 6 organizations in 4 provinces from December 2020 to September 2021. Semi-structured interviews were conducted with 19 Alzheimer's Society staff, 13 family carers, and 8 people with dementia. In addition to questions about their experiences of delivering and using the DDR, participants were asked about how COVID impacted driving concerns and the DDR's usage. Data were examined using a thematic analysis approach. Alzheimer's Society staff reported that client concerns about driving cessation and the need for the DDR were less than anticipated due to the pandemic. They attributed this to other pressing issues their clients faced, such as the need to stay safe from COVID, a lack of access to services and activities, isolation for the person with dementia, and caregiver burnout. Family members and people with dementia also indicated that driving was not an immediate concern because they were driving much less during the pandemic. An Alzheimer's Society staff said, because we're in a pandemic and there is really nowhere for people to go, and there's all these additional stressors taking place, driving was just not something that people were wanting to focus on at this time. Alzheimer's Society staff expressed apprehensions about increased driving risk in the aftermath of the COVID pandemic due to people with dementia experiencing accelerated cognitive decline and reductions in driving during the pandemic. An Alzheimer's Society staff said, but now the world is opening. They're getting back out there, and you get more reports of, oh, Dad hasn't driven hardly at all in 6 months, but now I drove with him today, and oh gosh. With the elimination of the pandemic-related restrictions, Alzheimer's Society staff anticipated increased demand for driving assessments and support for driving cessation, which the DDR can help support. An Alzheimer's Society staff said, as we emerge out of COVID, people who had signs of cognitive decline, I think it's going to be more profound because of COVID. People are going to be looking for this website more than ever and needing it more than ever. In conclusion, although COVID's impact on driving cessation initially lessened people with dementias and family care's urgency in attending to this issue, the longer-term implications of neglecting driving cessation may be considerable. Hence, resources such as the Driving and Dementia Roadmap to help support people with dementia and family carers through the driving cessation process may be especially needed after the pandemic. Thank you very much for your attention.